before we get into today's episode, we want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek. You guys know SeatGeek has been supporting us for a while now, and we're just so grateful to be working with them again for this video.
SeatGeek is the best way to get tickets to your favorite shows, sports events, concerts,
comedy shows, and more. There's literally so much on SeatGeek. Literally so many artists are on tour right now, like Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter.
What I love the most about SeatGeek is that there is no guessing game. The tickets are rated from 1 to 10. Green means the best, red means the worst.
Another thing I love about SeatGeek is their buyer guarantee. So you guys actually are able to swap your tickets ahead of the event. So they're like the only company that allows you to do that. So before the concert, you can easily swap out your ticket.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like there's just so much flexibility with SeatGeek. And not to mention, we have an amazing code.
Yes, What My Sis Said 10 gets you 10% off. And you guys, you can go at it right now and it will just be ready for you to go.
So whether you guys are a new SeatGeek customer or not, even if you guys have used our code before, you can go on the app right now, click the link down below in our description box and download the app completely free and add our code, What My Sis Said 10. And again, like even if you don't have any plans to go to any games or shows, you can just have it on there so it's ready to go. So let's say you want to go to a concert in
6 months.
Literally June of 2025. You can have that code just on there waiting for you. So it's like a nice little surprise when you go to buy it. Like, oh my gosh, I get an additional 10% off.
Just let's all take a moment and add it right now.
Remember,
this so is your there time. And ready for you to use whenever. Because a lot of times that's happened to me before. You just forget that you have a code.
Like, I get DMs all the time. Like, wait, what was the code again?
Yeah.
Can you send me the link?
You completely forget you had a code, and then you're at the concert enjoying and be like, oh wait, I had a code.
Guys, this is part of our grown woman disciplined era. Okay, we download the
We think ahead of time.
We think ahead. We prepare. We prepare for the future. So again, make sure you guys click the link down below. Use the code What My Sis Said 10. And again, huge shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video.
Hey guys, we're back with another episode.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of What My Sis Said.
I'm back in LA.
Guys, poor Yasmin. She sure did get a welcome back present.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to me.
God, I still can't believe it happened to you. I think of all people on this earth, the fact that it happened to Yasmin is pure comedy. Like it's pure comedy. I wish there was a camera in here.
Oh my God. And it was like less than 24 hours I was in LA.
Sister, like guys, we have to preface this story by saying that Yasmin is deathly afraid of snakes.
Like, you know how when you ask somebody what's your fear and they're like, oh, I'm scared of spiders. I'm scared. Mine is snakes. Like I'm petrified of snakes. Everything about snakes literally scare me. Everything about them. The way that they look, the way that they move, the way they hiss. Like every single thing. I don't care if it's this big. I don't care if everything about them terrifies me.
So guys, I'm like, actually I was vlogging today. So I think, did I get it on camera? I don't think I got on camera.
Oh my God.
But literally I get a FaceTime from Yasmin and I answer. And this is her, like literally the phone is like, here and Yasmin, she's like, Naz, hey, come on, it's not answering. And I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like literally, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what is going on? And finally she's like, there's a snake in the house. Like there's a snake. And I was like, wait, what?
You
like,
guys.
And poor Mel, like he was in an area that had no service. So like,
you guys,
he was not getting Yasmin's calls.
Oh, I still can't believe like this happened this morning. So I'm still in shock. Literally, I had goosebumps for hours and hours after. Okay. So, no, I get chills like talking about it. It's too soon, guys. It's too soon to talk about this. All right. We'll talk about it anyways. So I'm doing my makeup in the bathroom. Door is closed. I'm doing my makeup.
First floor bathroom.
First floor bathroom. Everything normal day. Nothing really too crazy. But my door is closed, which I find really weird because I usually don't close the door. Mm-hmm. I think I just felt a little bit cold and I'm like, let me just close the door so it's like it gets a little bit warmer. It was freezing.
By the way, this was the coldest day we've had all year and it was the day you came. Today was Yasmin's worst day.
Today was the worst day of life. Like literally, oh my God. It was really, really cold. I was like,
very cold this morning.
Anytime I feel cold, I never really complain because I'm always cold. Because to me, like 70 degrees is cold. We already talked about this. So yeah, so I closed the door and I opened the door to go in the kitchen. Oh my God, you guys.
I can't believe
it's hard to talk about right now. Okay, I open the door to go in the kitchen and I see a snake. Now, okay, at first I didn't panic because here's the thing. At first I didn't panic because it was like this big. Like it wasn't a huge snake and it wasn't a small snake. Like it was a pretty decent one. Now, if you guys can picture one of those plastic toy snakes, you know those little toys that you just buy from like the toy store or whatever and you scare people with? That's exactly what it looked like. It was even shaped like that too, the way it was positioned. So in my mind, it's not moving yet. In my mind, I'm contemplating with myself. I'm like, did KK leave his toy snake here? I'm like, it's a toy. Like it, because I've never seen a snake like that before in my whole life. Like I don't even really know. All I've seen is the toy snakes. So for a good solid, I would say minute, I'm like contemplating with myself. I'm like, if it was a toy snake, I would have seen it coming in.
And I'm just like, just stared at each other is the funny.
No, he wasn't moving. He was like, his side was to me. Like imagine like a little squiggly snake and the side is to me. So I'm sitting there like staring at it, like contemplating in my mind for like a minute. And then after like a good like minute or two, I'm like, if it was real, it would have been moving. So I step and it moves. And that is when I literally saw my life flash before my eyes.
Oh my
I got
God,
so
sister.
petrified. I got so scared that like it's hard for me to talk about right now. Like I could barely breathe because it's like my fear. So I closed the door. However, there's a tiny crack in the door, underneath the door. And I'm like, what if it comes in? So the door is closed. At this point, I'm on top of the toilet. So I'm like, if it comes in. And I think Mel, you and I were in a group chat.
Yeah.
Texting before this all went down. So the first thing I know out of everybody, Mel answers. Like Naz, you sometimes answer the phone. Mel always answers. So I'm like calling Mel, and he doesn't answer. I'm like, oh my God. And then I call Naz and Naz is like, hey. And
I know,
like,
right? I'm
literally,
like, we're doing our makeup.
Yeah. And I'm literally like, I couldn't even like make words. Like that's how crazy it was. And I'm like, there's a snake in here. She's like, oh my God. So I text Mel. I'm like, please answer. There's a snake in here.
So I start blowing up Mel. And by the way, guys, my parents aren't here in LA.
Yeah, they're not here.
Yeah, my parents aren't here. So Baba obviously would have grabbed that snake and tossed him out in 2 seconds.
No, actually, after I called Baba, he's like, I'm not a big fan of snakes either. Like I think almost everybody has a little, yeah.
Mel isn't scared. Because, like, he said he grew up, like, wrangling snakes. Like,
yeah. Why? Wait, why?
Because his grandparents lived on a farm in, like, Alabama. So he said it was his. So he's like, they would leave the farm for, like, a few months. So that would be his job with his cousin.
Oh,
to,
my
like,
God.
go through the house and find the lizards and critters. Like, 8, 9 years old. But he's like, he was telling me, he's like, at that age, that's, like, fun for us. Like,
oh, my God.
You know, boys. Like, for them, that's, like, fun.
That's true. That's true.
I'm like, I don't know. Wait, we gotta show them the video, guys. Yasmin told me.
No, let's give the full story.
Okay,
I don't want him to see the snake yet. Oh my God,
the tiniest
so scared.
snake.
No, it was not tiny. It was hissing.
No, guys, this is the scariest part. Is like Yasmin calls me back 5 minutes later, and she's like, "Naz, I opened the door, and the snake isn't there anymore."
Yeah.
Like,
no, okay. Mel was at Whole Foods. So until he comes, it takes a bit of time. And I'm like, oh my God, I am literally terrified and I'm stuck in this bathroom. So I just cracked the door to see if it's there and it wasn't there. And that made me even more scared because at least if you see it, you know where it's at. So I'm like, I'm definitely not moving now because I don't know at what angle it's going to
no, that's so scary.
So I literally was just
waiting in your bed for you.
Oh my God.
To give you a nice hug.
So I was just like in the bathroom. I eventually go like in the sink because I'm like, it could crawl up the toilet. Like they do that. So I'm like, the sink is high enough. I literally sat there and waited on top of the sink for Mel to come. Thank God Mel had the key opener and everything to get in the house. And I hear Mel. I'm like, Mel, the last time I saw it was in front of this door. I don't know where it is. And so Mel comes in. He's like, yeah, he's still hanging by your door. He was literally
Mel said he was waiting for Yasmin.
Yes.
Like, outside.
He was waiting for me.
Like Mel was like, you don't understand. Like that snake was there just facing the door like this.
Oh my God. Oh my Naz. I'm about to like get up out my chair right now. You guys don't know how petrified I was.
No, wait, you guys need to see this video. Hold on.
Wait, don't put the sound on because it's scary.
No, I need you guys to hear Yasmin
No,
freaking
don't.
out.
It's so embarrassing.
Guys, literally the neighbor, they both said
the neighbor pulled up.
The neighbors came outside because Yasmin was screaming so much. Like, is everything okay?
Oh my God. I haven't watched this video. I'm so
Listen to Mel
petrified.
laugh the
No,
whole time.
please. Please, no.
I know the fact. No, the fact that it's like biting. Look,
Bites.
Like, yes, will you attack? Hold on.
Oh!
No, that is pretty scary the way it did that.
Yeah, man. You guys, when I tell you,
on you guys.
oh my God, you know what it is, Naz? Animals just come to me. Remember the lizards? I literally stopped going to coffee shops and sitting outside in Miami because the little gecko lizards always come to me. I don't know what it is.
And the bees at Catalina Island.
The bees, once there was a bee.
Yasmin's Cinderella, if you didn't know.
Dude, what am I, the animal whisperer?
That means you're a good person. Like you have good
think
energy, good aura. That's
Even
why
with
the
like
animals...
snakes?
Well, I mean, look
I'm
at
really-
the title of this video. It's about being in your villain era, about being...
Naz.
It was coming to...
Maybe it came here to like grace us.
Yes.
But no, I noticed that even in Miami, so a lot of my neighbors have puppies and dogs. And every time, like if we're in an elevator, the dogs are like literally on me.
Aw.
One was actually a bigger dog, and it comes and like literally jumps on me, and I'm like, oh, it's friendly. Like,
Did
I
the
didn't-
owner say anything?
No, just like telling him to get down.
Okay, I'm glad they said. I hate guys. One of my
I
biggest
know.
pet peeves. Don't get me wrong. I love animals, but I hate owners that have no social awareness. Like they let their dog like claw, like literally, like I'll be in shorts and their dog will be like,
I don't like that
scraping
either.
my skin, and the owner's like, oh, he's friendly. Like, please move your dog.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I understand.
You know?
As like a dog owner, if you don't know if the other person like likes dogs
yeah,
or
like, a lot
is
people
scared
fear
of
them.
dogs.
Like mama would have like had a heart attack if that, a dog
Yeah.
touched her like that.
That was a little bit like tough for me to get over. I'm not gonna lie. Like I genuinely, like after it, I was still in shock and I had goosebumps. Like I literally couldn't like
I
breathe.
know. It's like, what if we're like filming and we just see?
Like you
I was
saw.
like, what if we saw it slithering up this thing?
No, did you see? Okay, so like how I picture it, you know how like Mel and the broom, like how it started hissing?
Yeah.
That's how I thought like it would do to me.
No, that is pretty scary. But it was because it was attacking it.
But you don't know, like, oh my God, that was just, I can't believe that happened to me, guys. I've never really seen a snake in person, except for like a long time ago. You know, when they have those little snakes for show? Like, you know, the Britney Spears, like they have the
Yeah.
big, like, showy, like,
Yeah, yeah.
things. But I always
What is
stay,
that?
like, a
Anaconda?
distance from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I always keep a distance. I never go close. I don't pet them. I'm not like, put it on my shoulder. No, that doesn't happen. This one, mind you, it was like looking at me. It was trying to be best friends.
No, that is so scary. And
Pray for me, you
I would have
guys.
been terrified. No, that's like, I would do anything for a camera to like see your reaction. Like I already know that.
I
was
mean, you
crazy.
saw me on face. I was
No,
so
Yasmin,
scared.
guys, like when she answered the phone, I was like I literally thought you were gonna say like the house is burning down or
you
something.
guys, I couldn't breathe. Like I was just like
guys, Mel has been Yasmin's knight in shining armor lately.
guys, Mel always saves me. I don't know how it happens, but he always saves me.
You know what? I told Yasmin there's a saying. It says that husbands are like boats. You don't necessarily need one. You just need a friend who has one. Yeah, there you go.
It was actually last time I was here, like a month ago. So I had to rent a car because the car that we have here, it was like in maintenance or something. So we couldn't use it. So we rented a car and I wasn't used to this specific car. I always get myself into these.
It was a hybrid. So Yasmin's not
Yeah, it was
used to
like a
electric.
hybrid like car. You had to push like certain buttons. So I go to the store really quick at like 1 a.m. because I had to grab something. And the car doesn't turn on. Like literally, the car didn't turn on and I was stuck in the middle of the parking lot. And that's when I called Mel and he came to turn it on.
Hey, poor Mel was like in bed, do-rag on, everything. And I was like, Mel, go get Yasmin.
But I wasn't like petrified. Like I was just like, Mel,
No,
I
that's
can't
not
start
scary.
the car, you know. But this one, I was literally petrified.
No, that is scary.
Oh,
Poor Yasmin.
I wish it was another animal. Like if it was a mouse or something.
No. Yasmin was saying mouse. I'm like, do you know how much harder it would have been to find a
No,
mouse?
it's harder to catch, but I'm not as scared of mice. They remind me of like a hamster or a gerbil. Like, don't
think
get
the
me
snake is
wrong.
a
I'm
lot
not like,
easier.
oh, like little mouse, come here. But like a snake, I feel like, you guys know when you're so scared, you feel your heart like
Yeah.
pumping like that. Like that's literally a. I couldn't. And I was the only one in the house.
I know. What are the odds? I always say, I'm like, why? I hate when this stuff happens to Yasmin. I'm like, why Yasmin?
And when we were in Catalina Island, out of everybody, I got bit by the bee.
I know. There was a lot of bees when we went. I don't know if that's like a thing.
I did not like Catalina Island for that reason. Beautiful, beautiful place, but there's a lot of bees. And of course I got bit because I am the animal whisperer for some reason. Like animals just, all of them, including men, they're all just attracted.
Oh
Just
my
kidding.
God.
All these animals.
You know what? For future reference, I did some like research, like little snakes like that. You can call, if you were like home alone, no one to call, the fire department.
Really?
Yeah, you can call the fire department.
Oh, I didn't know
If
that.
it's not like a venom, that's like a garden snake. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty small. Mel was like, it was literally like
No,
this
it
big.
was not. It was a decent size.
Well, Mel's a big man. So to him, he's like, is this big? It was probably like this.
No, it was a medium. I wouldn't call it a small. It was a good medium. But anyways, with my snake situation, your hair,
I know, dude. I chopped it off.
I love it.
Really?
It looks really good on you.
Yeah.
I love the bob. When you first did it, you did the bob. It suits you.
Yeah, like flipped inwards. I didn't flip it out. My hair just naturally, I don't know, because I slept with it
Really?
in like a high bun. It like flipped out.
It looks really good.
But do you remember how attached we were to our hair? Like we would have our hair at like one length, like
Oh my
down
God.
to our ass. And then we'd be like, we'd go try to get a blowout and we're like, why do we have no volume? They just suck at what they do. Like no one knows how
Yeah.
to do our hair.
Yeah.
And it's because like we had no layers, no nothing. We had to
Yeah.
thin out my hair so much to get this length. Because when we first cut it, it was so thick. Like it was like Lord Farquaad. Like we had to like thin it a bunch.
Yeah.
But it feels good. Like I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but I'm gonna have fun with it for now. Like this is like my Europe hair.
I love it. It does give off that vibe.
Thank you.
It looks really good.
Like just the outfits I've planned and stuff. I'm like, I feel like short hair will do better. And it shows off the new boobs.
Is it like long enough to still put in a bun and a ponytail?
I could do a
and
bun
stuff?
and ponytail, but
Really?
my ponytail has no hang time. It's like literally.
When she first got it cut, she sent a video in our family group chat.
I did.
And at first, the length was like a good medium. That looked good on you too.
'Cause I
Like
cut
right
it
above,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
right above your boobs. Your boobs too. They
Oh
look
yeah,
so
my new
good.
boobs. I know, new hair, new boobs.
Get-
But that's another thing too. I literally said I'm gonna cut my hair short when I get my new boobs.
Look at you manifesting.
Literally, like I had it all. It was all
looks so
planned.
good.
No, at first I did want to like. I was like, I need to lose weight before I cut my hair. But you know what? You gotta stop. Like so much in my life, I'm like, when I lose weight, when I like, you
Yeah,
gotta
just do it.
Just do it. You know what I mean?
But a lot of times for people, hair is like a security blanket.
That's what it is. Like even Daisy told me, she's like, if you're gonna do a bob, I'm warning you now. She's like,
Yeah.
if you feel big back before the bob,
Yeah.
she's like, your back gets even bigger.
Oh.
But no, like
No.
I honestly, I feel like it shows my jawline more. It like shows
Yeah.
my body more. Like
I like shorter hair. I feel like my hair is long right now. I need to get it cut. But remember back at a time, this would be considered short
Yeah.
to us. Like we'd be like, oh my God, that's so short.
yeah.
But I think it's because that long hair look was in. Remember
Yeah,
the
like
pin
straight,
straight,
like-
long down
Like
your back
one
look.
length. Like we wouldn't even get layers, dude. It
None.
would just be like one length.
And we would straighten it like every
Every
day.
day.
And like dark straight hair was
Yeah.
in.
You know, even like the day before I cut my hair, I went to that you saw I met Rihanna.
Yes.
Dude, that was like insane.
That is a
insane.
moment to remember.
Because like Savage X Fenty is now available in Nordstrom. So they had like a whole thing at like Westfield Century City Mall.
Wow.
So it was like after hours, the mall was closed.
Was it like an event or?
Yeah. So we were able to like see the you know, what is it called? The section in Nordstrom. And then we headed up to like, the mall has like this like balcony area, which I've never been to. I think it's like closed for private events.
Oh,
But literally it was like
cute.
after the mall was closed. So it was like after hours.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was like really
nice.
fun.
That's really nice. Oh, she's so beautiful.
I didn't know if they didn't say on the invite that she was coming, but I had a feeling because she's been coming to her events. You saw like she's been going to like her
Yeah,
Fenty
yeah.
hair, all that. So I'm like, I think she's gonna be there. And she told me she loved my outfit.
Wow.
Literally.
You better keep that outfit
Literally
forever.
Dude, she loved my $10 Target, like my leggings were from Target. They were like $10 and my Fashion Nova blazer. And literally Rihanna was
Wow.
like, I love that outfit. I was like, because it was for her the collection is called Lavishing Lace. So that's why I did like the lace capris. I don't know if you saw like the lace capris.
Oh, yeah.
So like I try to tie in the lace.
That
She's
is
like, I love your
cute.
outfit. You know me, I don't really consider myself like a fashionable person. Like I feel like I'm pretty simple with my outfits. So that outfit, that's the thing too. Like even Mel's been noticing I've been like experimenting more with my outfits. I'm like, bro, it's because of my boobs. Like people who don't have big boobs don't realize how much it like holds you back. Like I didn't even feel that experimental with my clothes because I was just so uncomfortable in my body.
Yeah.
So like I've been having more fun with my fits, and like her saying like I loved your outfit. I'm like, this kind of makes me want to like try harder with my fits.
Aw.
You know?
I do really like when you put together outfits. Like you look great in, you know, simple like bodysuit and stuff, but when you put like
try.
different pieces together, I think
thank
that's
you, sister.
you know what it is? I saw that if you dress like your Venus sign, that's when you like shine the most. And I think like a Sag Venus, like a Sag is
I'm
more like,
curious.
yeah. They say that if you dress like your Venus sign, that's when you, I thought you knew this, no?
Sag Venus dressing.
I think
Let's see
with
what our
you it would
dress
be
code is.
something, not extravagant. What is the word? Like out of the box type of outfits.
Okay, so yeah, Sagittarius Venus are all about being adventurous and free-spirited. You appreciate bold prints, vibrant colors, flowing fabrics, eye-catching pieces. That's interesting. And
Like I thought you looked really good. One that stands out to me right now is when you went to the Drake concert in Ohio. You had your hair a certain way.
yeah,
and
the leather.
Yeah, like
the
it was just a
leather
little like
python. Dude, now I'm really curious. Like I want to see how I should dress.
Yeah.
And your Venus is
Leo.
Wait, pause. You know, Leos are like known for their hair.
Yeah.
So that makes sense with you. Like I feel like you always feel most confident when your hair is like perfect.
Yeah, my hair needs to be really good.
Me
for
too.
me to feel good.
My thing is like hair. I will put on a potato sack and no makeup as long as this hair is sitting correct. I'm good.
Yeah,
Like-
I really like ponytails too.
Yeah,
a
you
lot.
look great in a ponytail.
Thank you. I used to not wear them that often, remember? Like back a few years ago, my hair had to be down. I don't know why.
I want to see you in a bun. You never do like the
I
clean girl
always-
bun, the clean girl like slick back bun.
I do it in Miami.
You do the high bun.
I do the high bun, yeah. No, I've done the sleek back. I don't think it looks that great on me.
I think it looks really good.
You think so?
With like hoops.
Huh.
I think
Maybe
it
I'll
looks
do it
good.
for this podcast.
No, yeah, I need next video. I need them to
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I need to do some research tonight. I've seen like people talk about like your Venus sign and how you dress, but I just never really looked into it.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe there is some
I
correlation
feel like
there.
it is.
Yeah.
How has your healing been, by the way?
I am so happy with this
Yeah?
round. I mean, that's the thing. I just hate that like the backlash that I got is just so annoying because to me, I don't want to talk about the hate, but it's like I just feel so misunderstood. Like so misunderstood.
I watched that video and I thought you did a really good job like explaining everything.
I just think people like they just think so black and white. They're like, she's gone her boobs done 3 times. They don't see like, well, the first time was pre-children.
Yeah.
The second time was after children. And then the third time was revising
Yeah.
the second one. It's not like I'm insane and I'm like, I want to get implants this big and like I want to look like a real life Barbie doll. I feel like, especially as my sister, I feel like any of my complaints that I've had were warranted. They're not like me, like she needs to go see a psychologist. I think it's like her boobs were large for her body.
A lot of the complaints I would hear from you is like, Yas, my back hurts. They're so heavy. Like she would always say that to me. Like when after your walks, you're like, I literally feel like I'm carrying weights. Like they were so uncomfortable to you, and they look so good, guys. She
saw the full.
Yeah, and I was just like, it looks so good.
No, they look good. Like this second round, not to say my first round was bad per se, but it's just like this is like more the look I want. I finally got the look that I wanted.
Yeah.
And to me, I thought like, let me share this experience.
Yeah.
So girls who, because a lot of people, I still to this day, I get girls coming up to me in person, like you are the reason I felt confident enough to finally get my breast reduction breast lift. So I'm like, people kind of know me for it, and I encourage women to get it, and like, I want to come back and say like, if you're going to do it, like, here's some more information I've learned on it. Like as someone, I got that done years ago. So I'm like, this is what I've learned. This is how my healing went. Cause like, yeah, you guys saw my experience after the first one. Like I'm telling you how it ended up being like 5 years later, my boobs after kids. Like I'm giving you guys like a different insight.
Yeah, I never knew about that what is it called? The
Internal bra.
internal bra. I didn't know about that
Yeah.
until you told me. And I'm like, that is so interesting, because a lot of times people that do get the lift, like eventually with gravity and like over time,
Exactly.
it droops because it's your natural, it's not an implant. It
Yeah.
won't like stay up there just how you put them. Over time, they're gonna kind of droop. And so like knowing that, like it's so, so nice.
And it's like, to me, I'm like, I'm kind of saving people from needing a revision, because I'm like, well, if you're just going to get the lift, maybe talk to your doctor about getting the internal bra so your results last a little longer.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just, I don't know. I just feel so misunderstood online. Like, I feel like I'm so open with everything that I've done. And then again, people, I'm like, she's had 2 BBLs. I'm like, first one was a BBL. Second one was lipo after having 3 kids. Again, I feel like that's warranted. Like, I just hate that it's like people just like, when you look at it on paper, it's like she's had surgery like 3 times. And yeah, it might look a little crazy, but it's like life isn't so black and white. And
Yeah.
again, like, I'm human at the end of the day. Like, I know I'm on social media. I share a lot of my life, but I'm human. Just like in real life, if I was to tell someone I've gotten these procedures and they want to look at me like I'm crazy and that I have body dysmorphia and this, I'd be like, no, let me explain it to you. So I had my first before I had kids. Then I had my second one after I breastfed 3 kids. And then my third one was like, it's like, to me, I'm just so exhausted from like explaining myself. And again, like you said, the older you get, the more you just don't even care to waste your breath. And I'm getting to that point. Like, I literally just don't. I literally said on my stories, I will never ever share. I don't even care if I get Invisalign. I am not sharing anything again. I don't care for it.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting. I don't need to sit here and explain myself to people who truly, like, a lot of the people on there, like, it's like when someone just doesn't like you,
yeah. When a person
doesn't like you or has their, what's the word?
Opinion.
Reservations about you. It doesn't matter what you do or say. They're going to hate you. They're not going to want to hear you out.
Yeah, when a person is already like made up their mind about how they feel, it's really nothing you could say at that point to change their mind. You know, if a person in their mind is thinking surgery is bad, I don't think she should have had surgery. It's very rare that you can say something that will magically change their mind. You know, but it's nice for you to share for people that. Like someone like me, like I didn't know about the internal bra. I didn't know about that procedure. And like for someone that does have very, very heavy breasts and is uncomfortable with them, it's good to know. It's good to know information, you know? But it's up to you whether you want to share from now on or not. That's really, you don't owe anybody anything.
I'm getting to the point, sister, I don't care to share anymore. Like, I just think, like, in a way, I just feel... Again, like I said, I feel really misunderstood. I feel like I honestly get abused sometimes by like the people who watch me. I swear to God, like I literally feel like I've been on social media for so long. Like I feel like I'm like a punching bag for people, and I don't care for it anymore. Like for what?
Don't cry.
I don't want to cry, but it's just like I don't feel like I deserve it. Like I feel like I know I'm a good person, and the thing is, it's like the people who know me in real life, like my sister, my family, nobody, like you don't like. If I was like, I had body dysmorphia and I'm crazy in this, like you as my sister would tell me like, no, you need to stop. But it's like everybody who knows me in real life, like they know, like, it's like, it's warranted. Like, and then I feel like I'm being gaslit, like by my followers. And the thing is, it's like, it's one thing if it's just haters, but when it's like your whole entire comment section, it's like,
it was that much? Like I know you had some, but I didn't know.
Yeah. And I'm like sitting here trying to be a girl's girl and share with people like what I do. It's like, to me, it's like, it's not worth it. I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet and you guys can sit here and suffer in silence and think everybody that you guys admire is natural because they don't want to share. And that can be that. Like I can be just like them and be at peace. Let me be at peace. Like at this point, like I'm just so, you know what, that kind of goes into today's topic about why men love bitches, being in your mean era, being in your villain era, because I am ready to be in my villain era. Like I just don't give a fuck anymore for people to like me. I don't care about validation. I don't care about anything. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I don't need to broadcast it. I'm going to just do what I want to do. And if you guys want to have your thoughts on it, take that up with like, what happened to like, sending a screenshot in the group chat and like kikiing with your friends.
Because the people, not all, but a lot of people putting the negative comments, they're doing it so they bring you down. Like they want to bring you down. Like,
I understand, but it's like, to me, it's like, even mom was like, don't share it. Like to me, I'm like, why did I share it? Why did I?
sharing your...
Why did I?
because I feel that, and it's beautiful. I feel that you are the type of person that loves to share your life. That's why, you're so successful in your career. That's just who you are as a person. And I feel that with you, you're like, this is what I did, and you're excited about it, and you want to tell people your experience. You want to teach people. You want people to know about certain things. But the unfortunate thing is that if you put yourself on the internet, you're gonna get hate, because it's a place for literally everyone. And since it is a place for everyone and they can be behind a screen, people now have like confidence to say whatever they want, right? Because if you're in a crowd of people and people don't like you, yes, they might give you a look, but they're not going to come up to you and be like, you're this and you're that. They don't have enough confidence for it. So because you are putting yourself out there for thousands and thousands of people, and they all have their own opinion, and they can kind of go, behind a screen, and you don't know who it is, they do get the confidence to say whatever they want. And a lot of people, not all, some just have an opinion and want to share, but some just feel so bad with themselves. Like maybe they're uncomfortable in their body, they don't like what they look like, whatever. And they feel so bad about themselves that they purposely want to comment something bad to make you feel bad about yourself.
I understand that. But to me, again, like I said, like I feel like it's abusive. Like it really is.
It is.
Because like, it's just, to me, okay, you don't like surgery, that's one thing. But for me, I was getting comments. Again, the body dysmorphia one really pissed me off, because I'm like, to throw around like these serious like health conditions, mental health problems, to just throw it around loosely and stuff, when again, like I think a breast reduction, a lot of women would be so much happier with it, but out of fear and out of stigma, they don't get it. Like just to see that. And then people were like, you're such a bad mom because you're so comfortable like going on under anesthesia and like risking your life for vanity. Like you could die on the table and leave your kids motherless. Like to me, it's like, you're coming at me as a mother. Like again, so hurtful. And at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a human being.
I know.
Like it's
I'm
so
sorry, sis.
fucking rude. Like
I'm
people are
so
just so
sorry.
mean. And it's like, I've literally been in this industry since I was so young. Like I'm just like, I feel like I've been like, at first it's like literally like I see people like the same people that would comment on my body saying that my boobs were saggy are also calling me crazy for getting surgery.
Because Naz, these people are not happy with themselves. So they just want to bring you down regardless.
I know. It just, but for me, it was hurtful because I did get some comments. Like, cause like I think I'm different than a lot of influencers because I truly care about my followers. I know I'm saying like, trust me guys, a lot of people don't care about their followers. They really don't. They don't. I really do view my like viewers, my subscribers as my friends. So when I would see like comments from people like, I've been watching you for years since you were in high school and I have to unsubscribe because you're crazy for getting your body. Like to me, that's literally like my bet. Like one of my friends like slapping me across the face. Like to me, it's hurtful.
It's with influencers, it's tough because your livelihood is coming from people liking you.
And that's not normal.
Yeah. So for a lot of other careers, it's like, you don't like me, that's fine. I will still do me. But when you're an influencer or you're even a public figure, it's if they don't like you, your livelihood is done.
I think it's because I got a second one and they're like, she'll never be happy. Like, guys, I'm sitting here, like, I'm being honest with you guys. A lot of times you need revisions. That's how it is. A lot of surgeries, you need to get revisions. You won't get the look that you wanted the first time. So what, was I supposed to sit here and suffer for the rest of my life because I didn't want to revise the previous one? Like, to me, I'm just like, I should have just got it revised. Like, but the thing is, I think people would have seen a difference. Like, I'm not wearing a bra right now. Like, to me, this looks way different than how my boobs were looking. Like, I feel like there would have been a clear difference. And instead of people in the comments like, did she get her boobs done? Did she get implants? Whatever. I'm like, let me put people on. Let me teach people about this new thing that I discovered. And then like, even people were like, I did some research and it says that the internal bra can lead to cancer. I'm like, do you know what else can lead to cancer? The sun.
That's what
alcohol.
That's another thing, guys. As human beings, we put ourselves at risk all the time. You leave in your car right now to go drive somewhere. You're putting yourself at risk.
Isha, like my friend who's like studying to be a surgeon, she's like, those comments are pissing me off. Cause she's like, do you know how much schooling we go through for them to say that you're gonna like, She's like, do you know how much schooling she's like, surgeons have to be the top of their class to even get into a surgeon like residency. Like she was getting mad on that part. And she's like, literally you have like dying on the, like guys, you can die in a car, like God forbid, in a car accident, a snake attack in your home,
Literally
anything, plane crash, like
especially if you work in ER. Like when I worked in a hospital and I was in ER, you hear the craziest things, like just the craziest. One time in our ER, oh my God, I'll never forget this. It was a guy, unfortunately, he passed away because he was drinking from a straw and it got stuck. Like things like that.
Oh my God.
For me, when it comes to surgery, it's about happiness. Whatever makes you happy. I'm not for surgery and I'm not against surgery. I feel that if it's done with proper research, if you go to the right place and you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Okay. I personally don't like it when something is a fad and you all of a sudden want to do it because it's a fad, right?
Yeah.
But if it's something that you feel that will make you happy, to me, I'm all about happiness. Whatever makes you happy, not what makes society happy, not what makes your family happy, not what you think you should do. Whatever you feel that will make you comfortable in your own skin. If you think that not getting surgery makes you comfortable in your skin, God bless.
Yeah.
If you think a breast reduction makes you confident in your skin, God bless. Why are we over here criticizing people's happiness? Why? Why is it that like, no, you need to suffer and be unhappy with the way that you look like because.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it makes absolutely no sense. I feel that as people, if we were just respectful of other people, the world would honestly be a way better place. And I feel that people need to stop projecting their own insecurities.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, a lot of the comments come from people that are unhappy within themselves. Because if a person, let's say I was against surgery, I didn't like surgery, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not for it. I don't really like surgery, but hell, if you like it, if it makes you happy, it's for you. I'm not going to do it. It's not for me. I'm never going to get it. But if it makes you happy, you do it. That's a person that's okay with themselves.
I wouldn't even click on a video.
But if a person
surgery.
lashes out
Yeah.
and goes crazy over somebody doing something, that stems from a different place. That's not from like, oh, I think this and that. Because if you look at Naz and look at her happiness and look at the smile on her face, I personally been around her. She is so happy, even in this short period of time of her, you know, having her chest the way that it is now. This is her like dream boobs. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that you love yourself any less.
Yeah.
It really, for example, does Naz getting her hair cut right now, does she love herself less when her hair was longer?
That's the thing. Like, where do we draw the line? Like, if we're like, love yourself the way God made you, then I have curly hair. Why am I straightening it?
Why are you doing hair removal?
Why did I get braces?
Right. Why? Why do you if you have crazy bushy brows, why do you go get your brows done? Why do you go get a lash lift? Why do you sit if you're darker or lighter, why do you go in the sun to get a tan? Why? Why do we put products on our face? You want to talk about things being unhealthy? What about the unhealthy food that we consume daily?
No,
what about the toxic boyfriend that you talk to all day? That's bad for your mental health. You want to talk about health and being healthy and what's wrong and right? We can sit down and list off.
Literally.
Honestly, we can sit down and list off. Because in the United States of America, me breathing this oxygen right now is unhealthy for me.
Yeah.
Because of the pollution.
Especially in Los Angeles.
So it's like, it makes absolutely no sense to me when I hear comments, and it's always, always, always from people that are unhappy within themselves. Because I've never seen somebody completely happy with themselves point fingers. Never. Never in my life. So that's why for me, anytime I see anyone lash out or say or criticize or say anything, now it could come from a loving place like Naz. I feel like if the comments were from a loving place like Naz, I'm happy for you. It's your life. Do as you wish. I don't think you should have done it.
I did get some comments like that.
I don't think you should have done it. I don't agree with it. You're X, Y, and Z. But you know what? If it makes you happy, that has a different tone. That has a different energy than, oh my God.
What's next?
She is literally putting herself, she is literally like basically scolding.
Yeah.
Like, where does this plays a part in ego? Like, how is your ego big enough that you feel that you can scold somebody else for their decisions that they make in their own life? How is that affecting you?
that's just the part that sucks because like I've been so happy with my new, like I
That's-
went through a whole year of like not liking my results. Like, do people not realize how long, like this is the thing, guys. If that was like my natural boobs, I probably would have been like, wow, great natural boobs. But it's like, imagine going a whole year of something that you paid for and it wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, finally I'm like, I got what I wanted. Like, I'm so happy. Like literally even the clothes I've been wearing, I feel like I've been like so much more like just even going on my walk, like putting on my sports bra, I don't feel like a stuffed pepper anymore. Like I just feel good, you know? And it's like, I feel so good. And then I see comments from like my long time like followers, like, you're crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's just, it
And I
feels very
feel-
gaslighty. Like it just feels like, it feels bad. It feels bad. Like I thought you, like I'm like, to me, if these were my girlfriends, which again, I view my followers as my friends, like I'd be really hurt.
I know.
I'd be hurt.
And I really feel for you because you do like you in general, you're not supposed to care what people say. Yes, but for Naz, her subscribers that's your like our subscribers.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Naz right now in her situation. You look at your subscribers like family, like friends, like someone dear to you. And if somebody like your family or your friend, someone dear to you, literally kind of scolds you and never speaks to you again, it hurts.
Yeah.
That's not just somebody random to you. It
definitely hurts.
So I feel for you, and I feel for you a lot because I know how happy you've been. And it's like, I want you to continue in your happiness and that smile in your face instead of tears, you know?
Yeah.
It's just,
It just sucks.
You know?
And then like, again, with the argument, like you're so young to be getting surgery. It's like, y'all, I'm not an average girl in her 20s.
like you breastfed.
That's why when people think like people get surgery, like mommy makeover, they think of a woman in her 30s, her 40s. It's like, I had those kids way earlier in life.
Yeah.
Like, so what? Should I sit here and like not enjoy my body my entire 20s because I'm too quote unquote young to get surgery? If anything, I hate that argument because in my opinion, if you're gonna get a work done, if you know you're gonna get a breast lift, you know you're gonna get whatever, get it. You got to get it done young because your body heals.
That's
like
true.
My recovery, even from Kayvon to the twins for 3-4 years made a huge difference. Like I feel like I bounced back so quick with Kayvon.
Yeah.
So like to me, I hate that argument. Like it's
Yeah.
just,
Don't get me wrong. I feel like too young. Sometimes when I see like 16, 17
Yeah.
doing crazy things.
no, that's like too young.
It's
but I
too
don't
young,
think
but Naz is-
mid-20. I'm 25, y'all. I'm
yeah,
not that
she's
young.
grown. Like she's 20. Your brain clicks and flicks.
Literally, my
already.
brain is clicked. My brain is clicked.
yeah.
And truthfully, honest to God, I don't regret anything I've gone done.
You look great.
Thank you, sister.
And her guys, her boobs look amazing. Like when she
Really do.
showed me, and I know how
still
much
healing.
it bothered you.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want people with larger chests to feel any
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of way. Okay. For Naz, the way that she felt, the way that it felt on her body, the way that she even like moving or working out, she had a lot of pain from
Yeah.
it. She didn't like it. But if somebody else, I know girls that love their
literally.
boobs. That's totally fine too. I'm telling you, I'm pro happiness. Pro happiness. I'm not pro surgery, not surgery. I don't care. Natural, not natural, wherever you go. I don't care. As long as you're safe and you're happy and you're going to the right place and you've done your research,
Yeah.
God bless. That is for me. That is for me. But
yeah. So yeah, on the topic of just like being in your villain era, doing what you want, like I really think I'm stepping into that. And that's
I'm
the
so
thing.
happy for you.
When we think of like boundaries, I feel like when we think of boundaries, we think of like romantic partners. But it's like, it's time for me to have boundaries with my followers, with my job, with like, I just feel like I'm tired. I'm done being this open book. I'm so done. I'm done. Like, not just this, there's been so much that's happened from me, just like oversharing and over yapping. And I think I'm ready to stop yapping.
Yeah, for you, I feel like as a person, you have that right.
I just feel like too, when you start sharing that you have work done, like people try to clock everything as if like it's so easy for your like face to change depending on bloating if you drank that night before or like excess sodium or whatever. Like even now after I shared I got my boobs redone, it's like, what does she do different to her face? What does she do different to her nose? Her cheeks have gotten bigger. Did she get cheek filler? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, it's like, I hate it that like when you put yourself on camera, you just get clocked left and right. Like it's not normal. It's not normal for someone to sit here and pick apart your appearance and your look. Like, honest to God, a lot of people want to be an influencer or want to post content, but they don't, because the second that they put their camera up to film a video, they're like, that's what I look like. Not that they look bad or anything, but it's like different seeing yourself in like
it is
a different way. And you're like, oh my God, like they feel uncomfortable. And a lot of people tell me that, like, I see myself on camera and I'm way too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And also the camera can affect how you look.
Oh yeah.
Doing front camera versus back camera versus this camera versus my vlog camera, I look like 4 different people. But people who like don't ever put themselves on camera, they don't know that. So they just like, what's different? Like, dude, shut up. Can I just say that? Like, shut up.
Yeah.
Like on your favorite, like, not even me, like just I see it on other people's stuff, or just naturally someone will gain weight or whatever the case may be. Like, when did it become okay to make comments about people's appearance?
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I was taught in school, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Naz, this has always been like, even back in the day, like 20 years ago, they would put like pictures of you know, like celebrities on magazines and talking about, is she pregnant?
It's
you know, just because she
disgusting.
just had a meal and has a little
It's
food baby.
disgusting.
Like that's something that's always been there. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
You guys,
it's
like,
not right. It's not right. We shouldn't. I had a lot of comments like that when I lost weight.
Yeah.
A lot of comments. And people's, like, one thing that I learned, actually, I researched from, you know, that sodium affects your nose, your sodium intake.
Swell,
So if you're eating a lot of sodium the night before, your nose will swell up the next day. Like, it's just things. And if you cut out sodium and reduce it, your nose kind of, it's just little small things like that.
Or even doing your makeup different.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like for example, like society has ripped apart Khloe Kardashian for years. So, and then they want to also call her crazy for like getting work done. It's like, you guys literally abused her for years and then are wondering why she's getting work done and has self-esteem issues. Like, same with Kylie.
Yeah.
Like Kylie, I have such a soft spot for her because, again, she also came into this this world so young. And again, being picked apart for everything. And it's like, now she decided to have like a more natural look, and now people are like, she looks like, again, like these things, I think people forget, like Kylie Jenner's human, Khloe Kardashian's human. Like, it's hurtful. I read those comments and I'm hurt. And it's not even about me. Like, it's just mean. Like, y'all are just so mean. Stop being mean.
I agree. But I think with people, they just feel like if you're going to put yourself on camera, that's just something that comes with it. And it's so unfortunate.
It makes me laugh because I'm always like, yo, the second that person who wants to talk like, well, you put yourself out there, trust me, they post one video about themselves and they get one hate comment, it's going to ruin the rest of their month.
Yeah.
Not even their day. They wouldn't even be able to get past their month because of that comment. It would literally like put a mark on their soul when they get their first hate comment. I promise you.
I'm telling you, yes, people in pain want to inflict pain.
Yeah.
So people, that's why, like, it's not that I don't care what people say. I just know that where it's coming from. Anytime I see hate, anytime somebody is nasty to me, I literally feel like you are in pain. Like, you are suffering and you want me to suffer. Like, I mean, that's really what it is.
I mean, even in like toxic friendships, it's like, it's the company you keep.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, again, that's kind of like going back to the top. I feel like we haven't even like gone really into the full like topic of this video. I mean, it kind of does segue into it. You know, like just talking about being a mean person, you know, it's like mean doesn't necessarily mean being like a nasty person. Mean means, like we said, setting boundaries, having confidence in yourself, knowing that doing the things that you want to do and not doing the things that you don't want to do. And I think that's something a lot of people struggle with. Yeah, it really is. Like, I think also like we're so quick to call someone mean. And again, I think I can naturally, I don't want to call myself a mean girl, but I do think naturally, like being a Sag, I feel like I am very blunt, and either people love me for it or people hate me for it. There's no in between.
I feel like for me, a lot of times when I do set boundaries, it's never, it's in a kind way.
Sister, insecure people or people who just already feel intimidated by you could be the sweetest person, but you could be like, no, I don't really want to do that. They're still going to be like, she's a bitch. And you know how many times I've heard that from people talking about other people? Like, I've seen it so much. I'll hear someone say like this person, like let's say an influencer is a bitch. And I'll be like, why is she a bitch? Elaborate.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me reasons. And I'm like, for me, I never listen to what other people have to say about someone.
Yeah.
Because we all have different experiences with people.
Yeah.
Unless they did something like truly awful, I need to, like, other people's reservations about that person, I let it go until I meet that person.
I know.
Yeah, I just think it's like people are just so quick to just like write off somebody. And it's like, again, sometimes I even feel, do you feel this way? But it's like literally me and another person could say the exact same thing, but someone would view it from me. It's like mean, but not the other person. Do you ever feel like that? Like depends on like who it's coming from.
Yeah, I definitely think it has to do with the tone that is being used.
I don't know. I've seen it with my own two eyes, even people being like, you know what? Nicki Minaj made a really good quote about this. She's like, when a man holds, I forgot how she said it, but when she said when a man is assertive, he's a boss. When a woman is assertive, she's a bitch.
No, I get that. I understand.
Or she's on her period. Like, I hate that. Like, I
Yeah.
hate it.
No, I understand where you're coming from. A lot of the times when I heard women being a quote unquote like bitch in the industry, it was like Naomi Campbell or who else was it? Somebody else was labeled as that. But they were saying how like the way that they asked for things was in a very rude way.
I think a lot of people just like, again, like it's just so uncomfortable. Like women are just so, like when we think of like femininity, we automatically just think like docile, submissive, this, that, and third. So the second like a woman has like wants to hold her boundaries and put her foot down, it's like she just gets, I hate how like women just get painted as a
feminine.
bitch.
That is feminine energy. Boundaries is feminine energy. I feel that feminine energy is very misconstrued. Feminine energy is boundaries.
Yeah. I mean, we're just talking in like the business standpoint and just like, you know, even with girlfriends, but even with men, like me and Mel, we actually filmed a video earlier today and we talked about it. I really do think like men really do love quote unquote bitches. They do. And Mel was in the video like, I agree. Literally, he's like a man who's truly gonna fall in love with you. Like you have to push him to be a better man.
That's the thing. You see, ladies, I feel like a lot of times ladies feel like it's what they do for the man that makes them fall in love with them. And it's not. It's how you inspire the man, how you make the man feel that he can become when he's with you. That's what makes him fall in love with you. A lot of times you see women be like, I cooked for him, I cleaned for him, I did X, Y, and Z, I did this and that, and he's still not committing or he's still not acting right. But a man doesn't fall in love with what you do for him. It actually makes him take you for granted more.
Yeah.
A man falls in love when he's inspired by you, when he's literally inspired to get his stuff right, because you hold yourself as such a standard. You have such boundaries that for him is like, I can't F up.
Yep.
She gonna leave.
Yep.
I can't F up. So it makes him step up his A game. But I feel like why men love bitches is not the right word for it. I feel like it's used in media because it's
clickbaity. It's
clickbaity. It draws attention, like why men love bitches.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like why men love women who hold their boundaries.
Yeah,
like, that's too
that
long
wouldn't
of
be
a
as
title.
popular. Yeah.
But, oh my God, wait, can we take a quick side note? Wait, first of all, I do want to mention, I do think a lot of women feel that way from like just the older generation, their toxicity of being like, be a man's piece, be a man's piece, be a man's piece.
You can be a man's piece and still have boundaries.
Actually, so, you know, we talked about it, how women, we bond through oxytocin.
Yeah.
Men,
vasopressin.
Men bond through vasopressin, and literally they release vasopressin when we increase their stress levels. So truly a man falls in love with us the more we stress them out. And I swear to God, I've seen this in multiple occasions. When you stress a man out and he's like on his toes with you and knows not to mess up.
Yeah.
See,
this also, when you say stress out a man, people automatically assume, oh, play games. Like the stupid stuff,
no.
I'm gonna wait hours before like stupid little games. No, when you say stress, we mean adversity.
Yeah.
We mean get your stuff right, You need to act right to even be in my presence.
I think men don't believe you're going to leave until you actually leave. So I'm on team actually leave. Like literally have one foot out the door. Because men, when you say I'm going to leave, they don't believe you until you actually do.
Baby girl, not 1 foot out the door. We want both feet out the door.
No, you need to put on your lubes and both feet need to be out the door. And I swear, don't let him find out another man talking to you or entertaining you. He gonna get his life together real quick.
No, but that's the thing. Don't threaten to leave if you're not gonna leave.
It's just like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, like if you don't do this, I'm leaving. He'll be like, all right, let me watch you leave. You're never gonna leave.
Yep,
like he'll literally be saying that in his mind. Like the thing is that you don't even have to say it. That's the thing. If you have to use words to say it, you're already not doing it right. A man needs to know the way that you treat yourself, the way that you behave, the type of woman that you are, a man already knows in his mind, because men biologically, they are hunters.
Yeah.
So for them, they are like, I need to come correct, or this woman is not even she won't even give me a chance. Like I won't last with her. So they know they have to come correct. They know they have to stay correct. And I don't know who needs to hear this, all right? But I'm gonna just say it. You are not his mother, all right? Yeah. You're not his mom. You're his woman. You're there to inspire him to be a man, not take care of him like he's your son.
You know, Shara7 said that in a video. She's like, I don't blame you for not wanting to leave him. Which mother wants to leave her child?
Yeah.
You know, like, mom leaves her child.
Naz, I actually really thought about this one time with myself, because I actually find this very fascinating, okay? And I thought to myself, I was like, why is it that so many women love taking care of their partner, their boyfriend, their husbands as if it's their child? Mm-hmm. So I thought to myself, I'm like, I think it's because biologically, like our subconscious, like our animalistic nature, we were programmed to be mothers, right?
Yeah, nurturers.
So I feel that when we don't have a kid, we
need something to nurture.
We adopt another,
literally,
a woman's son. Like, I'm being so serious right now. Yeah. And ladies, I'm telling you, all of that stuff that you're going to take care of him, that's fine and dandy to do. Cook for your man. Clean for your man if you want to. If that's how you show love, because that's how some women show love, acts of service. Do it, baby girl. I encourage it. When he's your man. Not when y'all been talking for 2 days. You come to his house, you clean his whole house, you do his laundry, and you cook for him.
And fuck him.
Like, literally, he's going to take you for granted. He's going to be like,
she ain't going nowhere.
No, not just that. They undervalue you right there.
Yeah.
Because they start thinking she's really desperate. I'm sorry. I'll say it. I'm big sister over here. I'll just say it like I say it to Naz. I don't sugarcoat it when I say it to Naz. And you guys are like my sisters. And I deeply love you guys. And I care for you guys. And I want to not sugarcoat things, okay? He will undervalue you if it's in the beginning, because he's just like, I haven't even taken this girl out on a date, and she's in my house right now cleaning. Like, because they are hunters and they are analytical. So they see what's in their face. They start thinking she isn't confident in herself. She doesn't think she's anything. So she's coming over here to prove herself.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how they start thinking. Because a lot of times when you see like something is on advertisement, right? Like something is on sale, like come grab this, something is on sale, and you get flyers and flyers and flyers, you automatically stop appreciating that item. Not saying that humans are items, but I'm trying to relate. It's like metaphorical. Yeah. So when you get a bunch of flyers in the mail of the same thing, this is on sale, this is on sale, this is on sale, overselling themselves, you start undervaluing it. But imagine something that isn't advertised. Like, for example, a very expensive car. Have you ever seen an advertisement or like a flyer for a Bugatti or a Rolls Royce? No, because that car is of value. And if you want that car, you better come correct to get that car, or you are not getting that car. That's the mentality you ladies need to have for them to appreciate you. Yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that that's why it's like, why do men love bitches? No, men love women of value that are confident, that know who they are, that know who they have, that don't have to oversell themselves and only do certain things when it's earned.
Yeah.
When it's earned. That Bugatti does not get off the lot unless you prove yourself to the dealership, unless you say, I have these credentials, I can afford the monthly payments, this is my driving record, I have insurance, this is my credit score. Until you prove yourself, that car is not off the lot.
Yeah.
And that's how you need to program your mind, and that's how they start appreciating you. And us as humans, we look at a Bugatti and we're like, wow, that's a car. Why? Because we know you have to be of a certain place and treat and have your life together a certain way to be able to have that.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know if I'm going off of a tangent here, but this is why when people are like, men love bitches. No, men love women that carry themselves to a certain standard, because it makes them inspire them.
Like, she's picky and
to
she
carry
picks
themselves.
me.
Yes, exactly. But if you're over here like, no, you haven't even earned me, and here, take my soul, take everything, I'm all yours, they're gonna be like, oh, she must not be of value then.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I think when women like really tap into their power, I think a lot of women don't realize how powerful they really are. Like, at the end of the day, you call the shots.
Yes.
You really do.
Yes.
And they might not feel that way. They don't understand that. But like, I literally love being a woman for that very reason. It's like, literally the world is in the palm of our hand. Like, at least that's how I don't know. It might be different. People have different opinions, but
pussy runs the world. I said it. Listen,
I love
you guys.
Yasmin goes, I said it. I'm just going to say it.
Because you know what, guys? The podcast is my safe space, all right? I just say what's on my mind. I'm not like, a lot of times I'm like, let me word it a different way. If it comes into my mind, I'm just going to say, because the podcast is our sisterhood, all right? So pussy runs the earth. Everything that a man does is for a woman. If you guys don't believe me, go look at history, okay? The biggest wars in history were over a woman. And you're over here negotiating your value, baby girl.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, and that's the thing, guys. Men love it. If us as women collectively raised our standards, the whole world would be a better place. And men would get they want to.
Yeah.
They might not, they want to get their act together, but they don't see why they should.
Like, every man like needs his muse.
Yeah.
They really do. I think I can't really think of any men. Do you think so? That just want to be a good, like, to improve themselves for themselves?
It's usually for a woman,
or to get a certain type of woman,
or for like their family, or for their family,
their family, yes.
For their mom,
somebody else.
A lot of men are like, I want to save I want to help my mom, I want to help my kids, but men, they have that drive. Like, I don't know if I want to get technical with this, but like, if you think about it, the woman, she is the mediator between like the spiritual world and this world here. So that's how, when a man taps into his heart, because the woman is heart, the woman is love, we are connected to the higher, right? So when he's tapped into that and he feels like genuine love and inspiration from his woman, he feels that now he has purpose.
The divine feminine. And
he will, I promise you, that's when he wants to get his act right. That's when he wants to get things together, you know? A lot of times, why do men get big yachts? For what? Look at every single yacht. I see them passing by in Miami every day, and there's like 40 women. Woohoo! Like, a man is not just going to get a yacht for himself and just stare at it. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So it's like, ladies, just, I feel that as women, if you don't feel like you're at a place like that, I personally feel that you should take a break from dating and work on your self-concept. Work on yourself. Become the best version of yourself. That's because if you're over here just chasing your man, you don't have a life, it's all about him, then he subconsciously, even if he loves you, he will start undervaluing you. He will start not appreciating you. And at the same time, it makes him lazy too, because he's like, what am I working for?
You know, I mean, the Wizard Liz, literally the ladies we love, Shara 7, Wizard Liz, her video, like, how to be confident. I told you I watched it because, you know, like, I have my confidence video. I was like, let me see what the Wizard Liz has to say. Literally, you click on the video. This is her. She goes, what do you have to be confident about? She's like, why would you be confident?
Yeah.
When was the last time you worked out? When was the last time you read a book? When was the last time you enriched your mind? When was the last time you like did anything like to better yourself? And I was like, oh, she's right. Like, why would you be confident when you don't even know, like, I don't even like when you don't even know like what value you bring, you know?
Yeah.
It's like when you know, like, I'm a powerhouse, these men are going to be, not just men, even friendships, like the people you attract in your life too are going to know to come correct.
Your
like,
job, everything.
You know, I get a lot of people tell me like, when they first meet me, they're like, honestly thought you were going to be such a bitch. And I'm like, why? And they're like, you're intimidating. And at first I used to kind of be like hurt about it. I'm like, I don't feel like do you think I'm a mean person?
No. No,
but like when they're like, you're intimidating. And I'm just like, I don't mean like, I would hate to ever feel like I made a woman feel bad about herself or anything. But they're like, no, it's just like your aura. But I'm like, you know what? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't come up to me like on some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I think it's good that people know like there's a certain...
Not to F with you.
Not to F with me. And I think that's a good thing. And I think that's when people would comment like, because I started social media so young and they're like, did you ever get bullied at school? And I'm like, no. Because I really think people just like knew not to fuck with me. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the one.
Yeah.
I think when you put up this like, again, it doesn't mean be mean and like a person with bad intentions or whatever, but it's like when you hold yourself to a certain standard, people know, they know how to act around you.
Yeah. Boundaries does not mean that you have to be rude or mean.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You could be the sweetest person and say no. With the most gentlest voice, no.
No, I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do it. And if they can't, not like, no, I don't, like, do you guys see the tone difference? There's a difference there. But if somebody's like, no, that's not my thing, I don't want to do it. And if they want to keep pushing, just say no.
This is the best thing to say, especially in the workplace. I don't have the bandwidth to take that on right now. That's your response. Bandwidth. I love that one. I don't have the bandwidth to take that on right now.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. In life, you guys, I'm telling you, in life, you don't have to do things that you don't want to. Honestly, there's so many people in this world. Like somebody...
It's hard. I feel like I'm naturally a people pleaser. I do want... I don't know if it's like... I don't think being a people pleaser is necessarily a bad thing, but I just like people to feel good. Like I want like people to... Like if I can do something to make someone else feel good, I'll do it. And again, I think that also comes with my love language being acts of service. Like I want to make people feel good. And I do think I do stretch myself really thin. So
in
it's
what
like hard.
sense? In work or do you mean in friendships?
In all things. I feel like I take on a lot more than I can chew because I feel like I can do everything.
For example, let me give you an example. Let's say that your friend invited you to dinner, but you really did not feel like going. Would you still go?
Well, I'm an extrovert, sister.
Okay. Maybe
have you seen TikTok? Oh my God. Literally, I finally saw a reel like this and I'm like, finally someone gets me. There's been so many I've been seeing where they're like, when my friend cancels last minute and they're like, yeah. So, you know, like, no, literally. And then finally someone came up like an extrovert's point of view and they were like, I'm already late. They call up someone else and they're like, remember that +1 you had for that party tonight? I'm actually going to be able to make it. I'm like, that's me. If I'm already ready to go and you cancel, bitch, I will see you out somewhere else. Like I'm still going to go out.
I feel it.
Come hell, if I'm ready, but no, I get it. Like it just depends. But also like hurts my feelings. I'm like, you'd be happy not to see me?
No.
That hurt my feelings.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Usually like I do like going out. For me, I told you guys how I am. I either go or I don't go.
For me, it's my company. Like, let's say you don't want, like, let's say we're both honest with each other. We're like, we don't want to get ready for dinner. I'll still be like, come over and let's watch a movie in our jammies.
For me, if I want to be out socially, I have to be in a certain headspace. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
But for my loved ones, like I'm always down for somebody to like come over if I go to their house. But it's just the act of getting dressed, getting ready, going to the place, being at an establishment, all of that, which is like a big commitment. You know?
It is.
The worst thing, this is something Baba told me. Baba, he's like, the worst thing you can say is, I don't know, and be iffy and teeter-totter. Make a decision and go with it. You know?
My old trainer used to tell me that too.
Yeah.
She's like, if you're like, I'm not eating a cookie tonight and someone offers you a cookie, don't say, oh, maybe I shouldn't. I'm going to be bad. She's like, you either eat that cookie or you say, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Either you say, I'm
like,
eating it.
She's like, this is part of being like a boss bitch. You know, so like, oh, I'm being a bad girl. Like, no, you either eat the motherfucking cookie or you keep it pushing.
The worst thing is when a person says okay to like eating a cookie or going on like if you were to come over and then just complain the whole time. I shouldn't be eating this. Oh my God, it's so good. But I shouldn't. I can't. Or like if you came to see me and it's like, oh, I really wish I can't go out here, Naz. I can't do that. Oh my God. And just be worried. Make your decision. That's part of being a quote unquote bitch, why men love it. Make a decision and run with it.
And don't firm on your decisions.
And do what you want. Like do what you want, but still respectful to the other person. I didn't say, Naz, I hate you. I never want to see you again. That's why I don't want you to come. I said, this is the reason why I can't see you. And I would love to do it another time. Let me know your schedule and we can coordinate something. But see, that's the stigma of being a bitch, which I don't think that's a bitch. That's just stating what you want. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
People just...
Tell me, guys. I'm ears. Am I wrong about that?
It's people, again, projection. When people feel that way, like I would look at her like, oh my God, she's so mean. It's like, it's your own personal insecurity and projecting like that.
Guys, I'm telling you, the first thing that you want to do, this is just for self-development, work on yourself and work on your confidence. That's the thing. Because once you have yourself right, everything will align. I love this quote. And it says, if you spend your time catching butterflies, you won't catch them. Or something like that. But if you make a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love that quote. Like if you get yourself right, if you get your confidence right, if you get your boundaries right, you know exactly who you are, what you want. I'm telling you, you will have the best friendships. You will have the best relationships. It won't even be, I have to do this or I have to do that. It's going to be your persona.
Yeah.
It's just going to be who you are as a person. You don't even have to think twice about setting boundaries because that's your second nature. Boundaries is your nature, you know? So that's why I really encourage everyone. I don't care if you're a guy, girl, dog, giraffe. Get yourself right first, and then everything else will fall into place. Everything will align. I promise you.
I'm laughing because literally last night, Share 7 again, a TikTok of her came up for me. And she was like, I'm all for y'all to be like mean to your man. She's like, as you should. But she's like, you can't be mean and ugly.
Oh my God.
She was like, if you're going to go off on your man, she's like, you better have your nails on, your hair did, and your makeup done. No.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that.
This is what she's going to look like. And then she started talking all slow motion, like yelling. And I'm like, it was so funny to see Share 7 that way. But I'm like, it's true. It's like, it has to be the whole package, you know? Like, just like how you carry yourself. I'm not talking about you have to do hair and makeup on all that. It's just like the way, I hate wishy-washiness. I mean, I just hate it too. Like you said, like if it's not just like, oh, I don't, even when you're like messaging like, I don't think so. Like just checking in, like, no, it's like, be stern. It's like, it's not fair to you. I think, and that was like my biggest problem too, is like, I would always I wouldn't want to hurt someone else's feelings. Yeah. But sometimes people just like don't get the hint. Don't you ever feel like that?
They don't get the hint.
Like people don't know how to read the room. People don't know how to use discernment. I swear to God. Like they cannot read the room. Sometimes you have to just be like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
And that's why it's like, it's so hard, you guys. It's so hard. Like just...
I don't know. I love Shira 7. You know, I think she's just funny. Pure comedy.
Yeah, she's funny for us.
But, you know, it's really not just about looks, because you see some of the most beautiful women on this earth go through trauma and getting played and not getting a text back. Like it's really beyond looks.
Yeah, for sure. I was saying that as a joke. I just thought it was funny. She's like, you can't be mean and ugly. I was like, ooh.
But the thing is, I don't want women to think I need to be this size or do this or do that. I'm telling you, if that was the case, you would only see one type of mold of woman in a relationship and married. Yeah. And there's all types of women married and in relationships.
They have a rock on their finger.
Like, it's all about, really, it's like you said, a whole package.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that beauty is about how you take care of yourself. That's what I think. I feel that every woman that takes care of herself, takes care of her health, you know, does the grooming and everything, beautiful. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. And there's a man out there that will find you beautiful. Men don't have the stencil of you have to look like this to be beautiful. There's men that love everything, right? I really feel that it's about a woman not being a pushover and having her own life and taking care of herself. I really think that's the recipe. Like, don't get in a relationship and all of a sudden you're all about him now.
And he's like, your
life is non-existent. You cancel plans with your friends for him. Your life is pretty much him now. Men think they want that, but they really don't.
Mm-hmm.
A man will be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. And then when they get it, they're like, I really don't like this.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm telling you, they start undervaluing you and they haven't earned you yet. Make sure he's earned you before you go do all of those things.
You know, I actually, like, the older I'm getting, the more I find like the sexiest thing in a man, a woman, anybody is discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline is literally the sexiest thing. Like, someone who does what they say they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that's pretty rare. Like, a lot of people just be talking, but then the people actually do the things that they were going to do. Or you just see like, they're just so structured and like their routine, they get their things done. They're dependable. Like, if they say they're going to do something, like, to me, if someone tells me they're going to do something and then they actually follow through, like, that leaves a way bigger lasting impression in my head.
Yeah.
Than what they look like or what they were wearing or what they smelled like. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel that especially as women, when we get older, I feel like the whole looks thing is a lot more when we're younger.
I like ugly men. I don't know about y'all.
Okay, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't like ugly. I now, like, I really look at how a man like takes care of himself.
Yeah. Really.
Like, I'm not saying that he needs to look like a model god, you know? I mean, I'd appreciate it if he was, but it's about like how he takes care of himself. And I like manly things, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I like the superficial things. I'm not afraid to say it. I like a taller guy. I like nice shoulders.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, if he doesn't have those things, but he's great in other ways, we can overlook that. But like, it's that's the thing. That's boundaries, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want. I'm so tired of ladies not saying what they want. Say what you want.
Literally.
Like, who cares? That's what I want. It is.
On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and end today's episode because we've been yapping for a minute. I think what is this episode at? Like 2 hours? I think it's going to be a little less. I don't know. I can't even see it. But yeah, ladies, just, again, you run the world. Just know that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to put up with it, you don't have to.
No. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. Mm-hmm. Ask for what you want. Don't be afraid. Just
what?
Yeah.
What, sister?
I don't know. It'll be fun rewatching this because I feel like I said a lot of stuff. You guys, I don't know how I feel about this podcast because I don't. You know how sometimes something comes to your mind and you think about it twice and you're like, should I say that? Not say that? On this podcast, I'm telling you, when I signed up for season 2, I'm like, whatever comes to this brain is going to come out of this mouth. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I don't know if it's a good thing, but
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we will see you again for our next episode.
Bye, loves.